That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 4 after 10 o'clock, 15 degrees downtown. Well, you know, the weatherman said 15 degrees. He got it right today, but absolutely atrocious weather. I've got to be honest with you, do not drive in it if you can avoid it. But if you do, turn your lights on, make it click and drive to the conditions. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and of course today's Galaxy artist and artist of the breakfast show was Ryan Weaver, and of course we just played Burn here. We're getting still a huge amount of requests for Ryan Weaver's Burn, and I got to say, straight out of Nashville, welcome back, Ryan.
Thanks, I appreciate you guys having me.
It is an absolute pleasure and an honour to have you join us again. And I got to say, Chief Warrant Officer, it is an absolute look. I couldn't be happier to be able to release two brand spanking new songs here at Galaxy. I really, really am. But first of all, let's refresh our listeners' minds and memories on Burn. How did you come to the lyrics of that?
We wrote the song initially for, as a military kind of focused song, and then when the movie 13 Hour Secret Souls of Benghazi came out, I ended up connecting with a couple of the survivors from Benghazi, and John Tigan, who was one of those survivors, he's actually in the music video itself, and we got him and Chris Peranto, who was also in the, one of their characters would have portrayed in the movie, and wrote the song, did a music video, and that took us about a year to get it all put together and funded, and that was a really successful kind of launching pad song for me. And when I did a show because of that song, I was discovered by the Professional Bull Riders in 2016, and in 2017 I headlined at the Professional Bull Riders World Finals in Las Vegas. Steven Tyler was the headliner in 2016, and I was the headliner in 2017, some guy nobody knew. So it was really interesting how that progressed, and we ended up doing an album with the Professional Bull Riders, Patriotic album, and now I'm starting to put out more music as we go into the second season with Professional Bull Riders.
You know, I'm absolutely elated to be able to play Bird. I really, really am. And at the same time, there is a connection there to the Black Hawk Down movie as well, isn't there?
Yes, my brother Aaron was one of the Rangers on the ground in Black Hawk, in the actual event that Black Hawk Down was made after. He was one of the Rangers that survived the ambush in Mogadishu, and he's also a motivator. If you watch the beginning of the video, the music video for Burn, you'll hear a gentleman talking when it's dark, and that's actually my dad reading a quote that my brother wrote in his One Officer Camp School photo album. So when he went through flight school, they did a photo album, and he put that quote in the back of the photo album, and I had my dad read that at the beginning of Burn because the music video was in honor of him.
Yep, totally understand. And you know something? Absolutely killer song right here at Galaxy. Believe me, we're still getting a huge response on that. Now, at the same time, I love the line 9 t-shirts. I really, really do. Are you looking at exporting maybe a few over this way in New Zealand, down under?
I would love to be able to get them over there. I'm trying to still, I don't want to sound ignorant, but I am ignorant when it comes to trying to get them overseas. It's been kind of quite a struggle on some of the things. I don't know if Nine Line actually ships overseas, but I believe they do. But yeah, if I can get them over there, I'll try and get them over there as best possible. I
absolutely love that, because I would love a set myself. I got to be honest with you, that is all about me. I love that. Really, really do. But at the same time, I also like the PBR hat you're wearing as well. I'm going to hit you up. Will you send me some?
Yeah, this is actually a professional, one of the merchandise hats that they have at their merchandise booths there. I don't sell them personally myself. They just give me one at the beginning of the season so I could, when I'm walking around the crowds and stuff and people see me wearing it, and after I perform, they go and buy it from the merch table and kind of pimping it out for them.
Fair enough too. But at the same time, Line Boots, you're also associated with them, and I hope you're getting plenty of treadwear out of their products.
the boots are actually doing really well right now. I'm pretty excited on the success that they've had. We just got picked up by Boot Barn online and Nordstrom online, which are two big stores over here in the United States, and we're in 17 other boutique stores across the nation. Just got picked up by 3 more, and we're working towards a couple other major major retail companies out there. And everybody loves them. They think they're a beautiful boot. And if anybody's listening, you can go to laneboots.com and you'll be able to just search Ryan Weaver or look at their partner brands, and you'll be able to see what they look like. I mean, they're true American patriotic boots. They're called the Old Glory boots. The American flag underneath on the underlayer of leather. Really super comfortable and hand stitched, so high quality. And when you put them on, the stonewashed version of them, you put them on, they wear in pretty quickly. So
I want a pair only because, would you believe, when I get up in the morning, I see stars.
Yeah.
That's great. You're probably one of the most patriotic people outside of America that I've ever met. But I can say that every New Zealander and the folks from over there have always been super kind to me as an American. And I think it's just because we've all fought on the same battlefields and in our past and our history, and we're living in great free countries together. So
absolutely. Now I got to ask you. Summer's starting to run out a little bit. Have you got any festivals still lined up for the rest of the season?
I have a couple more professional bull rider shows coming up. I have one in California, a couple other places, and another one here, in a place that nobody probably over there has even heard of. But it's we got 2 more of those events. I got a John Tigan, who is one of the survivors, like I said, of Benghazi. He's got an event down in Orlando in Florida. And then I'm actually announcing it to you guys, but I haven't even officially announced it, but I'll say it. I just signed a contract to come over to Australia to do 3 shows with the professional bull riders over there in November. So I'm excited about that too.
I reckon, just before you head on home, at least skip across, say hello, let's have a cold one together, and, just download from Australia, because believe me, you need to do that after you've been in Australia. You really do. So why not pop on over and have a couple of cold ones with us before you head on back home?
Oh, that sounds like it's so much fun. It'd be great. I think, but you know what I would prefer to do? I'd love to bring my whole band over there and do a New Zealand concert tour for you guys.
That's where I'm heading towards, because believe me, my friend, I think 4 or 5 shows here in New Zealand, and then maybe half a dozen in Australia, because we do like their money, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, I think it would be feasible to be able to put a tour together, a Ryan Weaver tour here in New Zealand.
That'd be great.
I mean, you've worked with people like Charlie Daniels and Blake Shelton, Warrant, one of my favourite bands, Warrant. You've opened for these guys and a number of others as well. So, believe me, I think it's time we had some Ryan Weaver here in New Zealand.
That would be amazing. I'd love to come over there for sure.
At the same time, I think your arrival here is going to be monumentous. Now, I mentioned the name Arrival because, believe me, since I've been playing Arrival on Galaxy, I play you not only in the country show, on the artist show on Monday nights, I play you in the breakfast show as well, and believe me, we get a lot of people wanting to know more about Arrival. We haven't actually announced who's done it. It's just been a sneak preview kind of thing until we set up this interview. So right now, Ryan Weaver, tell me all about Arrival.
So we released Arrival actually in March, and you guys are the first radio station to play it, which is really cool. And when I released it, it's just a self-release. It's not on a record label. I went a little bit of a different route with this one because everybody just heard Burn. It's a little bit more of a rock and edgy sound to it, and it's, Arrival has a rock and slamming sound too, but we added some modern production, some dubstep, and some swamp country mixed in with 80s rock and country. And really what it was written for and recorded for were the arena shows that I was doing, and the way that the professional bull riders uses music, all different genres of music throughout their show. I really wanted to get the song into arenas and market it out to sports network companies and sports companies. It's a real motivational song. It's really about achieving a pinnacle in your career or achieving a pinnacle moment in your, whatever sports you're in, whatever it is, that's really what the song's about.
You know, Ryan, and I've got to be honest with you, I say to everybody, it's really, really hard to get an interview with us here at Galaxy because there's so many bands, so many people wanting to do the interviews, to do the promotions, everything like that. I don't know how Barbara finds the time. I've got to be honest with you. She goes through that. She also keeps in contact with former interviewees, much like yourself, and it's such a pleasure to have you back again. It really, really is. And at the same time, she takes all of this to production. Production and her, they argue a bit, and then it goes to a board to make sure that it's within the image of Galaxy, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Then Barbara hands it to me. I go and listen to it in my car. And, when I heard Arrival, I got out of the car, literally, and went, yes, this is Galaxy.
That's awesome.
You know, my friend,
yeah,
so
I appreciate that.
I really, really loved it. First note to last note, I've got to be honest with you. This, Ryan Weaver, is your Arrival. You're right here at Galaxy. Yeah, true story. Yeah, absolutely true story, bro. I pulled over the side of the road and went, thank you, Ryan.
Well, I appreciate it. We took it. It took us a little bit of time to get it. It was actually written in. So Eric Turner, who is the rhythm guitar player for One, sent us that initial guitar lick, and we wrote the song off that guitar lick. So you just said you love Warrant. Eric Turner is one of the co-writers on that song. And then we sent it over to Kentucky, and he had his is a guy that does a lot of production, and he pretty much put the rock track together. And then we brought it to Nashville, and I did the vocals, and we did Nashville. The additional Nashville musicians were added to it, and then we sent it out to New York, and we had a DJ put on the modern dubstep and production into it. So it was literally written coast to coast.
Nice, love that. And by the way, all of our fans watching on Facebook Live right now, I've got to thank you guys for joining us this morning, especially coming out of Nashville, of course, a good friend of ours, Ryan Weaver, and we're releasing his Arrival song right now. Check it out. Ryan, I'm going to ask you how our fans can get hold of you. Are you on Facebook, Twitter, and because everybody's been really wanting to know, if you know what I mean. So we'll throw that in the mix. And at the same time, man, absolutely love your new work. I really do. Thanks for dropping it our way. Absolutely brilliant.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much. It's we put the heart and soul into it, and we love it.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's about.
Absolutely. As an engineer, I can hear that. I really can, bro. I really can. Where did
I appreciate that.
I'll actually ask you in a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Drop. Hi, Troy.
Troy?
Yeah, Troy Toner. You've got
Troy
his
Toner. I wonder whose shirt I'm wearing today.
Troy Toner.
I love this shirt. This is brilliant. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 18 after 10 o'clock, 15 degrees outside. The weatherman wins today, 15 degrees, I got to be honest with you, but it's not the nicest of days. It got to be straight up, it is wet. It really, really is. And, well, it's Wednesday, September the 4th, right here at Galaxy, joined, coming out of Nashville, absolutely elated, I really, really am, by Ryan Weaver. And believe me, Ryan, absolutely love Arrival. Now, Where did you get that recorded? Where was it produced?
So Eric Turner from Warrant, the rhythm guitar player from Warrant, we talked about it at one of the shows that we did. It may have been the World Finals or one of the shows. Actually, it was before the World Finals, but we just talked back and forth, and I asked him if he wanted to write something, and he sent us the initial guitar lick that you hear that sounds almost like a banjo guitar lick in there, and we wrote the song from that. And it was he sent it over to Kentucky. We sent his track over to Kentucky once we got the lyrics down and everything, kind of the basics of it set. And another guy jumped on board and did the musician thing for it, all the guitars and whatnot. Then he sent those tracks to Nashville, and I recorded my vocals on it, the harmony vocals, and then some Nashville tracks, some, the country swamp stuff got put in there. And then we sent it out to New York and put all the dubstep and extra modern production on it. So I was really excited that we actually wrote it coast to coast in the United States pretty much. And that's true creativity. And in today's day and age with technology, everybody, there are folks that record songs in the same room all together, but we ended up recording that one all the way across the nation. I was really proud of the effort from it.
And then you sent it to New Zealand.
Yeah, we debuted it there.
That's absolutely fantastic, and absolutely love that idea. I really, really do. At the same time,
thank you.
Got to say hi to Troy Toma, who's following us right now. He's done a wonderful career in his own right, a wonderful writer and singer, but he also has done a song that we play here at Galaxy called Prairie Fire. Yesterday we happened to get the T-shirt, would you believe? So couldn't wait to get that on. Thank you, Troy Toma, for sending that to me. And subliminally, everybody else goes and has a look. Troy, I'm sorry, another 5, maybe 6,000 Facebook friends in no time when doing that. People go and have a look, really, Troy. So thank you very much for the T-shirt, and love to be able to display it for you. My friend, I gotta say, time like this, absolutely love it. Now tell me all about it.
So time like this was actually started with the same three writers that I co-wrote Arrival with. Eric Turner was not involved in this, but the DJ from New York, he's called DJ After Party, but David Vislaki, and Craig Wilson, who's also in my Burn music video that I co-wrote Burn with, the acoustic player, and my current lead guitar player, Adam McDonough. We wrote this one, and it's really, I'm supposed to be on a hunting show here in the United States in 2020, and they were wanting some of my music, and they actually ended up liking Burn as much as anything else that I put out. But we wrote this one kind of to be the theme song for the hunting show, but it actually turned into, we've gotten such a significant response from this song over here in the United States, and the way people are reacting to it, because if you go on my Facebook page, if everybody's out there listening, my artist page is at Ryan Weaver Country, all 3 words together. I posted a video of me debuting it in one of the arenas over here with the professional bull riders, and the response to that video with no promotion has been pretty significant. So we're excited about that, and also working on some ideas for the music video for it here in the United States to try and get some really killer background stuff for it. But with my travels across the United States and into Australia and hopefully to New Zealand, maybe we'll end up getting there before we get the music video out, and I can get some out of the country video for us, because the song, when you hear it, it's really about it's very similar as far as the motivational side of things that Arrival are, but this is really, for me, when I got to stand in the middle of Madison Square Garden in New York City and perform with the professional bull riders, and I got to play in AT&T Stadium with 46,000 people with professional bull riders, without a song on the radio, without a record label, without management, none of that. Those times, those moments in your life, there are very few artists that can say that they've been able to do that. And I know Casey Barnes is coming over from the United States, or from Australia to the U.S. and getting his first single out there as well. I know coming across, the big pond to enjoy the United States, and he's done some of the arenas with the professional bull riders too. And I don't know if he had a record deal when he started that, but I know that I've never had one. And to be able to say that I've performed in the biggest arenas across the nation, and now I'm going to come over to Australia and perform as well. Those times are the times that we look forward to, and that's really what the song is about.
Absolutely, and I fully understand that. I do, but I better get this out of the way too, because believe me, the people want to know this, my friend. Ryan Weaver, how as fans do we get in touch with you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Ryan, do you respond?
Absolutely. I do my own social media. I'm not to the point to where I'm too busy to do my own social media, but on Instagram, it's Ryan Weaver Country. And on Facebook, it's Ryan Weaver Country. If you go to weavercountry.com, as you can see the theme in there, but weavercountry.com has all of my social media on it. It has my videos, the latest news, my schedule, all that stuff is on my website, all in one spot. I'm not really too active on Twitter, just because I'm not at the influencer level to where I'm seeing any the kind of response that I'm seeing from the other social media platforms. And but in Instagram and Facebook, I'm always on both of those pages. And if you send me a message and say hello, if I'm replying to you, or if you get a reply, it's coming straight from me.
Absolutely stunning, because that's really where your modern day database and fan club can generate from these days, isn't it? The internet is such a wonderful device. It really, really is. Look what we're doing right now. So it is a time like this. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM with the man himself. Brand new music. Here's Ryan Weaver. A time like this.
It's a different sound again.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Absolutely loved it when I first heard it. Honestly, Barbara, it was one of those moments, where you sit back and you think, now this is good. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to be talking about you in front of you, but true story.
No, you're fine.
Barbara says she loves it. Well, literally, we're in the middle of 3 cities. Out in a little hick town, maybe 4,000 to 7,000 people in our little town. We're a milling town. But we chose to come here mainly because of the pricing of commercial buildings compared to being in the bigger cities. And we can still compete, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's, as I say, the beauty of the internet. So I'm sitting there literally listening to music in my car and just going, this is what I've been looking for. You know what I mean? This is the kind of music I really get behind. Because believe me, I get so much of a cross-reference of music. It is...
Oh, I really appreciate it.
So it's an honour to be able to play what I think is damn good music, my friend.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the next single we've also got coming out. I don't know when we're going to release it, because it's already got some things that are going on, because people have heard the demo for it, and they really enjoyed the demo. Got a record label that's wanting to talk to us about potentially doing it as a single release and seeing how that goes, and pushing it through the with the record label behind it. It'll be the first record label release that we have, but my hopes are that it does really well, but the message behind it is really good. It's a really positive message, which I've kind of taken to writing those kind of songs with a motivational and positive message, or about getting out there and doing great things in life,
Nice. We'll wrap this up for now, but honestly, I would love you to come back again and do another one of these with another release, everything like this. We absolutely love your work, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go
as soon as we get this thing done, we'll, based off of whether this record label is going to control what we do or what we don't do, I'll do the best I can to get it to you.
Nice.
Such a pause in between, because I was touring most of it. We weren't releasing any new music, so.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 29 after 10 o'clock, 15 degrees downtown. Yeah, the weather could be better, I'm going to be honest with you. Wednesday, September the 4th. But I am absolutely elated to be joined, of course, by Ryan Weaver right now and releasing his brand spanking new songs. Of course, we're talking about Arrival and Time Like This right here at Galaxy. And Ryan, it's an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again. And you're a member of the family. Don't be so long before you come on back and have another chat with us. We'd love to be able to catch up.
You guys are always so nice, and you know, Burn came out in 2016, and you guys have supported me since that came out. I can't thank you enough for being so kind. And to all your listeners out there, if you come on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and all, you know, you're going to see everything that's new that's happening, and there's so much stuff going on a day-to-day basis over here. I always would love to make new friends across the ocean.
Brilliant. Absolutely stunning. Don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to do a couple of other things off air. But in the meantime, Ryan, humbly from me and Galaxy and all the staff at Galaxy, thank you for coming back and releasing not only Arrival, but A Time Like This. Looking forward to seeing you again, my friend. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's Hall & Oates.